just based on some simple mathematics of his own, he thinks that there's almost absolutely no way the child will be his. I think it would have required a gestational period of like 13 months, is what he's thinking. That being said, Judge, based on Ms. Wall's comments, I'd like to remind everyone that right now he is the non-offending parent, and if we're making determinations of supervised visits only and things like that, I don't know that that's appropriate without a hearing to determine what kind of visitation he can or should have in the event that he does come back as the father.
Interest of Violet Velarde. We're here on a status hearing. We're conducting this through Zoom.
Jay Michelson on behalf of the father, Lorenzo Velarde. He is present and we're ready.
So since the court report was filed, parents have had a visit with Violet. That was last week, last Thursday, down in Houston. I was there to supervise it. Violet's had her tracheostomy procedure and she is doing really well since then. They're working on weaning her off of the oxygen and helping her kind of start to learn how to breathe with that tracheostomy machine. She's doing very well. We're waiting on that incision site to heal as well. Once she's ready for discharge, she will be going to the PMN home down there in Houston. Parents have signed and agreed to work their services. And I believe they've initiated and scheduled most of those at this time.
Ms. Brown, has there been any other developments in this case?
Yes. So over this past weekend, Lorenzo was arrested on assault charges.
Okay.
I believe he was released yesterday or today. I'm not sure which day.
Okay. And were those allegations against mom in this case?
Yes.
To your understanding?
To my understanding, yes.
Okay.
It's over there.
Are they?
Turn. There.
Okay, Ms. Renteria, I'm going to mute you because we're getting background noise from your device.
Ms. Brown, are they still living together? Are they together? Do you know?
According to Ruby, they are not together.
Okay. All right. And do you know, was he just arrested on one charge, multiple charges? Do you know?
I believe it was 2.
Okay. Looks like there was a terroristic threat of a household family member and an assault family member impeding breath case, correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
And prior to that, back in September, Mr. Lorenzo was also arrested for a driving while intoxicated misdemeanor case.
That's correct.
Okay. And those are all still pending charges, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But outside of that, parents have signed family plans. Family plans have been filed with the court. And you said parents have been starting to set those up.
That's correct.
Okay. Has the doctors given any sort of what it looks like as far as discharge, like how long that would be?
No, they've said that it's really up to Violet. Kind of depends on how well she does off of the oxygen and how quickly that incision site heals.
Okay. Outside, are you asking for any drug screens today?
Yes, we're asking for UA and hair follicle for both parents. And then given the circumstances over this weekend, we're going to request that Lorenzo complete a domestic violence class, a BIT program as well.
Okay. So you would ask the court to add that to the service plans that are already filed?
That's correct.
Okay. Are you, with the drug screen, are you just asking for drug screens or are you asking for alcohol screens also?
Just drug screens at this moment.
Okay. All right. Anything else to update or the request from the court today?
That's it.
Okay. But child is improving and looks like doing better.
Yes, she looks fantastic.
Good deal. Thank you.
All right, guys, buckle up because today we're diving into a courtroom drama that starts with a shock. The father questions whether the child could even be his, citing a bizarre 13-month gestation calculation. The judge reminds everyone he's still the non-offending parent, and Violet's fragile medical condition is laid out. This opening sets the tone. Doubt, science, and suspicion collide with a child's health. It's the perfect hook, pulling us into a case where truth and responsibility are already under fire.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Quick clarifications. I just having some trouble hearing you, Mr. Trout, once or twice. All right, is the department asking for UA and hair?
Yes, ma'am. UA and hair just for drugs. We're not asking for alcohol screens at this time.
Okay, and then also you're asking for the family plan to be amended for father to include BIP or, okay,
Yes,
BIP?
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, then, Ms. Sapien?
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Brown, Ms. Renteria completed a drug screen. She already completed one this month. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why the additional drug screen?
Well, I wanted a hair follicle on the UA she was able to get done for this month. I ordered it and I think at the very end of October, and she completed it that following Monday. So that's why it was a November UA. I'm good if she just does the hair follicle for November.
Okay. Do you have concerns that she's using narcotics?
It's just to rule it out. I want to make sure because the hair follicle goes back a little bit further than a UA does.
Okay. So do you need another UA this month?
I'm good with just the hair follicle.
And Ms. Renteria has been keeping in contact with you and updated on her relationship and living status.
Yes.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Mr. Michelson?
Thank you. You previously testified that you believed that Mr. Velarde had already initiated his services. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And could you give me a general overview of the services that he's initiated?
The ones that are required of him, I know he's made a few phone calls, so I'm not sure which ones are actually scheduled. But his service plan's asking for parenting classes, the BIP program now, drug screens, an OSAR assessment, a psychological, and RBT.
Okay. And has he been in contact with the department?
He has.
Okay. And has he been cooperative?
Yes.
Okay. And with respect to his drug screens, did he participate in drug screening?
Yes, he did as
Okay.
well.
Okay. And was that result negative?
Yes, I believe it was a negative dilute.
Okay. And is there any reason for him to do an additional UA?
Not this month. No, the hair follicle is fine for him as well.
Okay. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Vala, any questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Start from here and end it there. The calm updates about Violet's recovery suddenly give way to a bombshell. Lorenzo, the father, has been arrested on assault charges. The courtroom shifts instantly from medical progress to criminal allegations. Prior arrests, including a DWI, resurface. The judge probes whether the charges involve the mother, and the revelation lands heavy. This is the moment where the case pivots from routine updates to high-stakes conflict, and you can sense the gravity in every word exchanged.
Okay. All right, Ms. Sapien, anything to report today?
No, Judge, unless Ruby has anything to add.
Ms. Renteria, anything you need to talk about today?
She fell
Okay.
out on my screen.
We've lost her. Let me move to Mr. Michelson or anything on behalf of your client today.
I don't have anything new to report unless Lorenzo does, but I would caution him against saying anything about anything related to his charges.
No, ma'am, it's okay.
All right. All right, I haven't, she's not logged back in, so Ms. Sapien, I guess if there's something that needs to be taken up with Ms. Brown, you'll let her know.
I will, Your Honor, and Ruby's been in contact with my office, and there's no concerns that I can think to bring right now.
All right, and Ms. Zavala?
Judge, if I may, before Ms. Zavala, real quick, just with Mr. Velarde, I don't really want to ask me anything about his charges. I just want to see if there was a MOAP put in place or bond conditions, because I'm not seeing them in Odyssey yet. Just to make sure we don't cross any lines between him and mom, if there's any protective orders or anything.
All right, Mr. Velarde, is there a no contact order between you and Ms. Renteria?
At the moment, yes, ma'am.
Is that a bond condition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mr. Velarde, was there also a magistration's order of emergency protection put in place that lasts 60 or 90 days?
I believe so.
Okay. And I'll try to pull those, Your Honor. I'm just not seeing them right now. But Ms. Brown, if we have any crossover where parents are on a visit together or something like that, we just need to be careful with those so they don't violate bond conditions. That's all.
Okay. All right, Ms. Zavala?
Your Honor, Violet appears to be getting very good care in the hospital. And I know everybody's just waiting for her to be able to be discharged. I know there's a placement lined up for her with medical training. I also understand that the parents got to have a good long in-person visit with her. So I do recommend that the placement that has been found for her, that become her placement once she's able to be discharged.
Thank you.
Start from here and end it there. The department requests drug screens and a domestic violence program be added to Lorenzo's service plan. The judge listens carefully, weighing the seriousness of the charges against the need for structured intervention. This part captures the rising stakes as the court begins to tighten its grip on Lorenzo's responsibilities. Suspense builds as the father's credibility crumbles, and the court reshapes his path with new obligations.
All right, then. Today I'm going to order that mother and father both go hair test. I'm going to order that Mr. Velarde test before 4 p.m. today. And I'm going to request that mother go tomorrow morning before noon so as to avoid crossover with them at the lab facility. I will amend father's family plan of service to include BIP based on the recent events and based on a lot of the reasons for removal. I find a continuing danger to return the child home to parents at this time. I'll continue the department as temporary managing conservator, and I will approve the child's placement upon discharge from the hospital. Our next hearing is going to be March 12th of 2026, and that'll be on a 9 o'clock docket. Ms. Renteria is logged back in with us, so I want to admonish parents. I'm going to make these service plans in order of the court, so I do expect you to abide by that, and I do expect you to work your services. That is the way that you can demonstrate to the court that you've learned from your mistakes and that you're ready to provide a safe and stable, secure home for the child. All right, I'll see everybody back March 12th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. May be excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
Thank you, Courtney.
All right, at this time, I'll call cause number 100341-2 in the interest of Tara Wall. We're here today for our status hearing. We are conducting this through Zoom, and we are live streaming. I'm recording this to the Zoom cloud. I'm in between court reporters on this docket right now, so if you need a copy, let us know. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Angela Tidwell is the permanency specialist. We're present, ready, Your Honor.
Savannah Kincaid, I represent Ms. Wall. I'm present. It's my understanding that my client is currently at the pavilion. I know that the worker sent a link, but the link came back undeliverable, so I don't anticipate her being here this morning.
Gary,
I'll hold the guardian ad litem for Carmen Wall.
Gary Morales for respondent, alleged father, Bryson McNett. He is present, Your Honor. We're ready.
Stacy Zavala on behalf of the child.
Do we have a name of any case manager or somebody that might be logged in? Ms. Tidwell?
Yes, I was finally able to get her the link, and it's Chaley Cooper with Northwest Texas Hospital.
All right, I'm letting them in right now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I wondered about that, so great. Okay, Ms. Cooper, can you unmute? Thank you. All right. We've got Ms. Wall present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Start from here and end it there. Attention turns to the mother's drug screening. She has already completed a UA, but the department requests a hair follicle test for deeper insight. The judge questions the necessity, and the caseworker explains it rules out longer-term use. This moment highlights the court's meticulous approach, ensuring no stone is left unturned. Suspense lies in whether both parents can withstand this scrutiny without exposing deeper issues.
All right, then. Ms. Tidwell, anything? Well, let me swear you in first. You promised to tell the truth today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Tidwell, if you want to give us an update since your court report was filed.
Yes, ma'am. Since the filing of the court report, Mr. McNett and Tara Wall were both able to attend their paternity testing yesterday on November 12th. Also, since the filing of the report, there's been a home study that has come back on Brianna Lewis and Nathan Lewis. They are Carmen's cousins for possible placement for Tara Wall. And that should be getting approved because she's currently in a foster home and we would like to get her in a kinship home. And then I would say the biggest update would be I was able to get visits set up for Carmen and Tara in Lubbock where Tara is placed. And on October 30th, we had that first visit. And then after that visit, I'm not exactly sure what occurred, but I was notified that Carmen had ingested some Tylenol and was airbacked from Borger to Northwest Texas Hospital, where she is currently at now.
I will say my mother decided, which Judge Baker, you were aware of Eliza and her shenanigans. She felt the necessary need to show my kid's face off to random people and an entire biker gang. So me and her got into a fight.
Okay, Ms. Wall, hang on just a second. Let me let Ms. Tidwell finish, and then I'll get to you and your attorney both, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, Ms. Tidwell, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. That is all the updates that I have currently. I can say that I had met with Carmen. She was willing to work services, and Bryson, I've met with him as well. And he's not willing to work services until we get the results back for the paternity test.
Ms. Tidwell, both parents signed the service plans when they were filed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And at this time, Ms. Wall, where she is right now, not able to really work services unless they provide something there. But if she gets kind of leveled out and can come out, we would ask for that she cooperate and work services at that point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And once we find out on the paternity testing, if it comes back that Mr. McNett is the father, he's willing to work with us at that point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there anything else asking the court for today?
There's nothing else we're asking for other than to make the family plan of service an order of the court.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Kincaid, do you have any questions?
Do you know an anticipated release date for Miss Wall?
When I spoke with her on Monday, she thought that
Start from here and end it there. The courtroom examines Lorenzo's compliance with services, parenting classes, psychological assessments, drug screens, all listed. He's made calls, but the question remains, is he truly committed? The suspense here is subtle but sharp, as the court weighs cooperation against credibility. His drug test comes back negative but diluted, leaving a shadow of doubt that keeps the tension alive.
she would be out by now. When I spoke with her this morning, she stated she's not sure when she will be released.
Okay. Whenever she does get out, if you have contact with her, can you forward me a phone number in case it does change?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Miss Tidwell stayed in contact. We were just trying to track down where Miss Wall was this week. I thought she was out yesterday. So, but I appreciate the cooperation from Miss Tidwell.
All right, Mr. Morales, any questions?
No questions, Judge.
Okay, and Ms. Naranjo, do you have any questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Zavala, any questions?
The only question I had was as to the home study. So I would just ask that when it's completed, if you could forward it my way, but that sounds great.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing further.
All right. Okay, Ms. Kincaid, anything to report? Ms. Wall obviously had some things she wanted to talk about, but anything to report?
No, Your Honor, I don't. I know that the court is running behind. I'd really appreciate it if I could talk with Ms. Wall before we get into too much, because I don't know what the updates would be, but I understand that the court is behind today.
Yeah, let's just stick to what we're here for today, which is about service plans. So did y'all have any questions or concerns about the service plan that was filed?
I don't, Your Honor. I think that Mr. Naranjo had expressed at the last hearing that, it'd be good to get Ms. Wall stabilized before there are too many services that are required of her. But I haven't been able to have contact with Ms. Wall to discuss, any concerns she may have with work in those services.
I can certainly put you, Ms. Naranjo, and Ms. Wall in a breakout room when we conclude this hearing and let you all have a little bit of time to talk since we've got her logged in. Would that be helpful?
Yes, Your Honor, it would be.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Wall, what we're really here to cover today is just about your service plan. And have you had a chance to go over that?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Okay. Do you have any questions about any of those specific services?
No, ma'am, I do not. I would just petition the court for Bryson not being able to see because he is violent and very violent with me. And while I was pregnant, he was very violent with me.
Okay, well, he's indicated he doesn't really want to work any services until we get the genetic testing back.
Yeah.
So that's a bridge we cross when that happens. Any contact he would have right now would be supervised, obviously. So we won't. We're not going to put the child in any situation of danger at this time. We're not ever going to do that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I will be attending.
Start from here and end it there. Protective orders and bond conditions take center stage. Lorenzo admits there's a no-contact order with the mother, tied to his bond. The judge probes whether emergency protections are in place, highlighting the risk of violations during visits. Suspense rises as legal restrictions collide with parental rights, and the risk of crossing boundaries becomes a looming threat.
Either the Haven, the Downtown Women's, or Faith City Mission for the next 2 years of rehab, and they do know that I am fighting for custody of my daughter. And I have already signed up for Love and Logic with Monica and will be doing the full entire 12 weeks, not the 8 hours. And I will be doing anger management with Troy Timmons, counseling with the Jennings, and I will be doing personal counseling with No International Boundaries off of Grand for spiritual counseling as well. I will do all services. I will do all drug tests, which I did have a clean drug test already. Bryson will not. He is a pot and alcohol enthusiast. I probably said that wrong, but
That's okay,
yeah.
but you worry about you right now, not him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you've got a plan. Stick to that, and just let's concentrate really hard on you getting stable, and we'll start working the services as soon as you can.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
All right. Okay, Mr. Morales, anything else today?
No, Your Honor, just that Mr. McNett wanted me to let the court know that he's doesn't want to appear difficult with not starting the services. Just based on some simple mathematics of his own, he thinks that there's almost absolutely no way the child will be his. I think it would have required a gestational period of like 13 months is what he's thinking. That being said, Judge, based on Ms. Wall's comments, I'd like to remind everyone that right now he is the non-offending parent. And, if we're making determinations of supervised visits only and things like that, I don't know that that's appropriate without a hearing to determine what kind of visitation he can or should have in the event that he does come back as the father.
Understand. I mean, he's an alleged father at this point in time.
Absolutely.
And obviously, since I authorized the removal and we're here for a status hearing, everybody's access to the child is going to be supervised at this time. So
Sure.
we'll see what the results come back and go from there. Okay, Ms. Naranjo, I apologize. I skipped over you. Let me get back to you.
You're fine, Judge. As far as recommendation for Carmen, I do think it's in her best interest that we hold off on services until at least she's released for the pavilion. So at least hopefully being released for the pavilion shows that she's got some stability so that she'd have the ability to work services and actually learn from the programs.
And there may be some things that she can do while she's there that will help count towards some of our services. So, any counseling, those kinds of things. So, okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, then, Ms. Zavala.
Start from here and end it there. The judge warns about crossover risks during visits, emphasizing the need to avoid violating bond conditions. This moment underscores the delicate balance between parental involvement and legal boundaries. The suspense lies in whether Lorenzo can navigate these restrictions without jeopardizing his case further, as every misstep could cost him his chance at custody.
I just couldn't get it to unmute. Your Honor, the child's doing really well in placement in Lubbock. I'm glad to hear that there's a home study in process. However, until that happens, she is safe and is doing well in placement. They're making sure she's getting to all medical and doing everything she needs at this point. So I do recommend that continue.
All right, thank you. All right, then today I do find there would be a continuing danger to return the child home at this time. I'm going to order the service plans as an order of the court. We will continue the department as temporary managing conservator, and I'm going to continue the child's current placement. If the home study is approved, this sounds like a good move and a good thing for everyone. So as long as Ms. Zavala has no problems with that or anything, then I'll, allow St. Francis to go ahead and move the child at that time. If there is a problem, you all know how to contact us, and we can always have a hearing or some email discussion about it. So, okay. All right. I'll see everybody back March 12th, 2026 on a 9 o'clock docket. Okay. Carmen, take care of yourself first. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
one step at a time. Okay. All right, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Judge. Can I still
Yeah.
get that breakout room?
I am gonna set you all up in a breakout room.
Thank you.
It's 2 seconds to get that set up. I'm gonna assign y'all to room 2. So, Carmen, you're gonna get a prompt here. Let's see, to go to room 2, and when you get that, then you can just say join.
All right. Yeah.
In the interest of Brian Douglas Eben, we're here for a status hearing. We're conducting this through Zoom. We are live streaming, and Ms. Boyd is making our record this morning. All right, we'll go ahead and take announcements.
Daniel Trout for the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. Shelby Brady is the permanency specialist. We're present ready, Your Honor.
Meredith Graff appearing for Pamela Oakley, the mother, and I'm present and ready. Ms. Oakley is in treatment, so she will not be present. She's still in her blackout period.
Brooks Barfield ad litem for the child, present and ready.
And Your Honor, I received a signature from Mr. Hammond's dad's attorney on this case.
And, okay, Ms. Brady, are you going to give us the update?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand. You solemnly promise to tell us the truth today.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Anything new since your court report was filed?
Brian has switched to a new school, Cook Elementary. It's a specialized school to help him and provide more specialized care for him. Pamela has went to Starlight Recovery Center in Center Point, Texas.
Start from here and end it there. Updates on Violet's care bring a moment of hope. She's thriving in the hospital, awaiting discharge to a specialized placement. The judge acknowledges the progress but keeps the focus on safety. This part blends optimism with caution, reminding viewers that the child's welfare remains paramount even as the parent's struggles dominate the courtroom.
For her treatment, and Dad has also asked if his rights were previously terminated, possibly, that he thought his rights may have been terminated in a previous case.
All right, say that one more time. It's kind of static. No, it's okay.
Dad had asked if his rights were possibly terminated in the previous case from whenever he was younger. From whenever Brian was younger.
All right, we'll check on that, but
he said that he wants to be in Brian's life, but just that he wasn't sure if he still had rights or not. And so he was a little bit confused at our last conversation about the family plan and everything. He said that he wants to get out of jail and do better, but that and be in Brian's life, but that he doesn't know that.
all right, well, we'll have everybody. Looks like Mr. Trout's looking, and I imagine Miss Katie's looking, but okay.
Judge, I'll say the last order I see was from 2019. He was given possessory conservatorship at that time. He was not terminated on.
All right, so that's the answer. His rights were not terminated.
Yes. Okay. I was thinking that was more so the case because he said he hadn't received any documentation about it. So, other than that, Brian is still having a lot of behaviors, but his medicine's being reevaluated and it's helping a little bit with his behaviors, and placement is working on continuing to navigate those behaviors and helping him.
All right. Okay, Ms. Graff, you have any questions today?
I just didn't get information that's up to date from Ms. Brady whether my client finally did sign the plan of service. for her services. Could you let us know whether she did before she went into treatment?
Let me verify that she signed.
I'm showing that she
I
signed
did
on
file
October
it.
29th.
Okay, yes, I was like, I did file it with the court. So
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
yes.
Will she be able to get any of those services, such as parenting classes, in her treatment program, or will she need to wait till she gets out?
I do not know the specifics of her treatment program. I have called and they said that they could not confirm or deny if she was there right now. And so I will be trying to get in contact again to get more information about what she's able to do.
Okay, great. Thank you. With that information, Mr. Trout, I will approve the form of the order with any updates that need to be in there regarding my client being in treatment, and also having signed the plan of service.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Hammonds is not present, but did Mr. even sign his family plan yet?
No, ma'am. They've been filed. They have not been signed. I believe they've been sent to them, but in your honor, Ms. Wall is back in.
Okay, Ms. Wall, I'll go ahead and remove you. You're free to go.
Start from here and end it there. The judge orders both parents to undergo hair tests with strict timing to avoid crossover. Lorenzo must test before 4 p.m., the mother by noon the next day. This precise scheduling reflects the court's vigilance, ensuring compliance while preventing conflict. Suspense builds as deadlines loom, and the parent's ability to follow through is put to the test.